Train delays are always annoying. There's nothing worse than buying a ticket and waiting for ages, only to be told you're going to be late for your appointment because of wet rails, the wrong kind of snow, or there just simply being a swan on the line. What might fascinate you, however, is that some trains have been delayed not due to technical issues, but because of paranormal interference. Ghosts appearing around railways and train stations aren't rare. Hell, I spent an entire month last year talking about ghost stories, but I'd like to also touch on a few ghosts that have actively interfered with railway operations. One of these spirits was seen around the 1850s on the Great Northern Railway. At the time, the GNR was operating services directly from King's Cross to Hitchin. One day, an engine's driver was going about his duty when a gentleman somehow stepped aboard the engine's footplate as it was travelling at speed through Hatfield Station. The driver described the figure as having the saddest face I ever came across. The eyes seemed to look you through and through, and on top of that I saw he was all in black. I was never so afraid in my life. Stranger still, the fireman said he saw nothing, despite the driver's fear. Then the figure seemed to indicate to the driver that he should stop the train. The driver felt compelled to do so and brought the train to a stop. What seemed to be a bout of madness on the driver's behalf, delaying a train for no reason, quickly turned into a miracle as it was found 2 trucks had broken away from a goods train ahead of them and had come to a stop in the middle of the line. Had this ghost not got the driver to stop, the train would have collided with them, causing quite a serious accident. It's not just England either, as similar stories of ghosts interrupting railway operations have been reported across the world, and not all ghosts were in the mood to help. In Japan, around the Meiji period, a story arose about drivers being harassed by mysterious illusions. I couldn't find specific details on the dates or location, but I believe this may have happened around Kamakura. Supposedly, a driver was travelling down the line late at night when they suddenly saw another train on the same line heading towards them. Naturally, they threw on the engine's brakes and braced for impact, only for the oncoming train to vanish into thin air. After telling the story, several other drivers reported the same experience, travelling along the line, seeing the oncoming train and slamming on the brakes, only for the train to disappear. One day, a driver, having heard the story, was making a journey along the line when he saw the oncoming train. Rather than stop, he continued on at full speed, believing it to be the illusion. His train met with the oncoming one and passed straight through it. Shortly after, the illusion seemed to stop, and a dead horse was found beside the line, seeming to have been there for some time. It's believed the horse was struck down by a train, and angry that the railway had destroyed its habitat, its spirit disguised itself as a train to mock the railway men that ran the line. The chief priest of the Kenshoji temple took pity on the horse, and built a mound to honour it. So, next time your train is delayed in future, whatever the case, just hope it isn't for supernatural reasons, else you may want to consider refunding your ticket. Subscribe for more.